World War II, a worldwide conflict, a generation changed forever. We remember the battles fought, we remember the sacrifices made, but history often overlooks a crucial group, the women of the war. Their stories are often untold, their contributions often downplayed. This essay aims to right that wrong. It aims to shine a light on the often overlooked contributions of women during World War II. They were mothers, daughters, sisters. They became soldiers, factory workers, and resistance fighters. They stepped up when their countries needed them most. They challenged gender roles and redefined what it meant to be a woman in wartime. Their efforts were crucial to the Allied victory. They kept the factories running, the supply lines flowing, and the home fires burning. They risked their lives as spies, nurses, and soldiers. This is their story. A story of courage, resilience, and sacrifice. A story that deserves to be told and remembered. With the men marching off to war, someone had to fill the gap. Women answered the call. Millions of them left their homes and traditional roles to join the workforce. They became the backbone of the war effort on the home front. Rosie the Riveter became an iconic symbol. She represented the millions of women working in factories and shipyards. These women built tanks, airplanes, and ammunition. Their work was essential to keeping the Allied armies supplied and fighting. The work was hard, the hours were long, but these women persevered. They knew the fate of their nations rested on their shoulders. They worked tirelessly, driven by patriotism and a sense of duty. Their efforts were crucial. They proved that women were just as capable as men in fields traditionally dominated by men. Their contributions helped change perceptions of women's capabilities. Women's contributions extended far beyond the factory. They took on a wide range of roles, challenging traditional gender stereotypes. They served their countries with distinction in countless ways. Women joined the armed forces in unprecedented numbers. They served as nurses, clerks, drivers, and mechanics. They freed up men for combat roles. They also provided essential support services that kept the military running smoothly. Women also played a vital role in intelligence gathering and espionage. They worked as code breakers, translators, and spies. They risked their lives to gather crucial information about enemy movements and plans. On the home front, women kept their communities running. They rationed food, volunteered in hospitals, and took care of children. They kept the home fires burning while their husbands, fathers, and brothers were away at war. These women showed incredible resilience and determination. They faced challenges head-on and overcame obstacles with grit and grace. The skies also witnessed the bravery of women. They became pilots, defying expectations and breaking barriers. The Women Air Force Service Pilots, or WASPs, in the United States, played a crucial role in the war effort. These women flew all types of military aircraft. They transported troops, towed targets, and tested planes. They faced prejudice and discrimination. However, they flew with skill and courage. They proved their worth time and time again. On the other side of the world, the night witches of the Soviet Union struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. These women pilots flew daring nighttime bombing missions. They faced danger with unwavering courage. Their skill and precision earned them the respect of their comrades and the fear of their enemies. These women pilots challenged traditional notions of femininity. They showed that women could excel even in the most dangerous and demanding roles. Their stories are a testament to the courage and determination of women in wartime. Section 5. A silent resistance, courage under occupation. In Nazi-occupied Europe, women played a crucial role in the resistance movement. They fought against tyranny in the shadows. They risked their lives and the lives of their families to fight for freedom. They worked as messengers, saboteurs, and spies. They smuggled messages, weapons, and people across borders. They gathered intelligence about enemy movements and planned acts of sabotage. Their courage was unwavering, their commitment to freedom absolute. Women like Sophie Scholl and Marie-Thérèse Offray are symbols of this resistance. They distributed anti-Nazi leaflets, knowing the risks. They were captured and executed for their beliefs. Their stories are a testament to the power of individual courage in the face of overwhelming odds. These women were ordinary people who faced extraordinary challenges. They risked everything for their beliefs. They are an inspiration to us all. Section 6. The Price of Freedom. Sacrifice and loss in the shadows. The women of the resistance faced unimaginable dangers. They lived double lives, constantly looking over their shoulders. Capture meant torture and almost certain death. Many paid the ultimate price for their bravery. Families were torn apart. Loved ones disappeared. The emotional cost was immense. Yet these women persevered, driven by their unwavering belief in a better future. Their sacrifices often went unnoticed. Their stories remained untold for fear of retaliation, but their contributions were no less significant. They played a vital role in undermining the Nazi war machine and hastening the Allied victory. Their courage is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, hope and resistance can flourish. Section 7. A Changed World, the Legacy of Wartime Service. World War II had a deep impact on the lives of women. It broke traditional gender roles and opened up new opportunities. Women had proven themselves capable in countless ways. They were no longer content to return to the confines of the home. The war effort had given them a taste of independence and self-reliance. They had discovered their own strength and resilience. They were determined to create a more just and equal world for themselves and for future generations. Women's contributions during the war helped pave the way for the women's rights movement of the 1960s and beyond. Their wartime experiences had a profound impact on their outlook on life. They had seen the world and their place in it differently. The war had been a catalyst for change. It had accelerated the process of social and political transformation. Women had earned their place at the table. They were determined to make their voices heard. Section 8. The fight continues. The long march towards equality. The end of the war didn't bring the end of the fight for equality. Women continued to face discrimination and prejudice. The road to full equality would be long and hard, but the war had planted the seeds of change. Women were more determined than ever to claim their rightful place in society. They organized, protested, and demanded to be heard. They challenged discriminatory laws and practices. They fought for equal pay, equal opportunities, and an equal voice in the political arena. Their efforts were met with resistance, but they persevered, inspired by the sacrifices of the women who had come before them. They knew that the fight for equality was a marathon, not a sprint. They were in it for the long haul. Progress has been slow but steady. Women have made significant strides in many areas, but the fight is far from over. There is still work to be done to achieve true gender equality. Section 9. Remembering their legacy. Honoring the women who served. As we remember World War II, it's important to remember the women who played such a vital role. Their stories are stories of courage, resilience, and sacrifice. These are stories that deserve to be told and remembered. We must honor their memory by continuing the fight for equality. We must strive to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential, regardless of their gender. The women of World War II showed us what it means to be brave, compassionate, and resilient. They are an inspiration to us all. Let's never forget their sacrifices. Let's honor their legacy by building a more just and equal world for everyone.